I want to introduce, and I'm not overselling it here, one of my favorite people in the entire world, and one of the nicest people in the entire world. I just want to make sure I get your insanely long title correct. Senior Vice President of Insights Programs and PlayEvangelist, who also just celebrated his 1 year at PlayCollective. Ladies and gentlemen, David Kling.
Thank you, Jordan, and also thanks to Corey and the whole team at CMA. I am, full disclosure, I'm a board member of the Children's Media Association.
Thank you.
Very proud to be. But also I love co-producing events with CMA. They turn out great crowds, they always have great topics. We PlayCollective and CMA just agree so much on what's important to the world of children and media, children in play, children in learning, that it's always a real pleasure to co-produce events with them. One of my prerogatives as moderator is that I get to do a short commercial for PlayCollective. You know, research and strategy and insights is kind of our lineage, but we've always had a really strong interest in strengthening our industries as a whole. The education world, the play world, so we're always looking to build networks where people have common interests but who don't always connect, and that's yet another reason why I love working with CMA. I want to just tell you very quickly about 3 ways you can connect with us, some that are ongoing and some that are just coming up in the coming weeks. One is we run a Children and Media Professionals Facebook group. If you're not already a member, please come and join. Just look for Children and Media Professionals on Facebook. We are about to hit 1,000 members. I don't know if we'll have a prize for 1,000 members. Come and join. We do research, we do news, we do analysis, we do exchange, and my favorite part about it is it is respectful and we don't have any marketing. We delete marketing messages very quickly, so you can come there knowing that you're going to get a really good focus group. I do a Kids Screen blog every other week. It'll come out the next one will come out this Thursday. That's on the intersection of academia and industry, ways that we can talk to each other, work together. A little preview of this week is my Imagine graduation speech to the first class of a combined program in research and content development. And then the third is this is something to watch for in the coming weeks. We are trying something that we don't think has ever been tried before, and that's a Kickstarter to fund essential research in children and media. We believe that this is a way that we can fund research that really needs to be done by both the industry and the academic world, but that gives us the independence and the widespread availability of what we do that wouldn't happen in a way if we were doing this as commissioned research. If we were doing this for a company that did not want us to be releasing our data. It allows us to address questions on what we call the play matrix, which is all the different dimensions that you really need to be thinking about when you're creating play experiences, learning experiences, media experiences for kids. And what we find is that a lot of the really interesting stuff goes on at the corners of that matrix, where 2 different areas come together. So we're going to be looking at those, and among the rewards for the Kickstarter is the opportunity to come watch the research taking place in our Play Lab downtown, or to watch it online with expert narrators to help you see what's going on. So that's the end of the commercial, and onward to what we're here to talk about today. I've never been one to say that children's media are passive. You hear people talk about passive media. I don't think that really exists. I think whatever the medium, the best content creators have always found ways to make kids active participants in what they're doing. Sometimes it's controlling a game, sometimes it's getting up and dancing, sometimes it's trying something new once they turn away from the screen. It can be as simple as just thinking a new thought. Media can be a very active experience. But right now, we've really reached just a remarkable new moment, I think, where we've got this confluence of learning theory, of technology, of understanding of child development, understanding family dynamics. Thoughts and institutions are converging to foster what's known widely as the maker movement. And I think it's got 2 siblings. That's inventing and entrepreneurship. They're the siblings of the maker movement. By contrast to schools that are becoming increasingly more devoted to academic testing, making builds the skills that we know right now to be critical for success in a changing global environment. Creativity and critical thinking, nurturing grit and persistence, encouraging collaboration. And one of the great things that we see about the maker movement is the involvement of families building together. But making goes even deeper than that. And the best use is you don't simply replicate somebody else's blueprint or their kit, and you don't just throw things together. This is why I was referring to entrepreneurship and inventing as the siblings of maker movement. The leaders of the maker movement really understand how to strengthen young people's strategic thinking, their goal setting, their design thinking, their problem solving skills, and iterative testing. Build, test, rebuild. As the maker movement spreads out, I think we're seeing that it doesn't exist in a single place or a single context. But tonight we're going to hear some really great examples of how making, inventing, and entrepreneurship can fit into all different kinds of contexts. Homes, communities, schools. They can use the simplest of materials, or they can engage some of the